for a clash here between the team Masters and the Avengers. Three victories for the Masters and two for the Avengers. If Avengers don't win here, they're out of the qualifiers. They need a victory. A must-win situation. Down the leg side. Oh, that was an easy single. Don't understand why he was not running there. Anup Kutsarkar saying maybe I will fancy myself to get some runs. Hitting the aerial way. Toss won by the skipper of Avengers and opting to chase and putting in the opponent Masters into bat first. Another toss that has been lost by the skipper of the Masters, Dr. Prasad Ghore, won by Amod Borkar. They were pretty happy in chasing. So both the sides have pretty good all-rounders in their ranks. Masters, they have got medium pacers, strength, pretty well covered up. If Angat can bowl, and if you talk about the Avengers, they have got more spinning all-rounders. Big appeal, shying at the stumps, looking for one more. And they said both these batters are not good runners. Certainly in the veterans category, and we have seen this is the second occasion where two could have been easily taken. Even the first ball, the single could have been taken towards the short fine leg. Should not lose an opportunity of picking up singles or the doubles. That's why the coaches always tell you, run the first run quickly. Bowling the right areas. I'll tell you, I was telling the reason why this match is very, very important. If Masters win, they will be with 4, and that will take Avengers out. Avengers, this is a do or die game. And if they win here, they will keep their chances in the last game alive. There is a lot at stake. There are chances that 5 teams can end up with 10 points. There are chances that 2 or 3 teams can end up with 8 points. So it's nothing clear at the moment. Royals certainly I feel has qualified because of their overall run rate that have been maintained pretty good so far from the Royals. Avengers have got pretty good run rate, but they've just got 2 victories and they need 2 more. Just being within the outside chance of qualifying. Certainly not very much clear. There is not a clear picture here at this stage. And this match, this tie is going to just decide a fate because that will be cracking shot, standing tall and punching it in that point covers region. End of over number 1. Well bowled. We have a Brijesh Prabhu keeping it very tight. Just 3 runs on the board after 1. I'll discuss about this entire schedule. This is the 6th game for most of the sides. 3 losses for the Avengers, 2 wins, whereas Masters is 3 wins and 2 losses. This is the 6th game. Lost the toss, having been asked to bat first. Need a decent total of around 170. I feel 170 is at least giving you that little bit of cushion. If you get 160, it just looks easy because the wickets are so good. So appeal there. So what? The appeal there, but was it off the bat or was it off the legs? And certainly a dot ball signal change. Maybe umpire didn't hear the sound in the first go, but that appeal that prompted him, it must have brushed something. Must have brushed the pads or the thighs. more sound, more appeal. Big one from Vedant, who is keeping, but not so much. It's a late reaction from the bowler himself. They're bowling very well here to Anup Kucharkar. He loves to go the aerial way, try to get runs at the top. Certainly not giving any sort of room here to free his arms. He loves to go with the full extension of the arms and loves to hit the aerial way. So far, the bowlers have kept him quiet. Down the leg side, wide. Once again down the leg side, but hitting the pairs. He's getting the in-swingers, but he's just straying it slightly down the leg side. So if you talk about the next matches, today is Sunday, December 14, and we are in the second game where Avengers and Masters are playing each other. So if the Masters win this one and Masters win the next, that is against the Stallions. So they are in with a chance of winning the 5 games. And if you talk about the other teams, Knights have 2 games. That Knights are playing with the Warriors on Tuesday in floodlight game at 7 p.m. against the Warriors. If they win, that will be the 4th victory. And Knights who are playing against the Avengers. So if they win both, then there is chances that Knights might also end up with 10 points and 5 victories. And if Royals lose the next one against the Tigers, and Tigers are with 4 victories, so that will finish Royals and Tigers with 10 points. Royals are already at 10, so that will be 4 teams at 10 points. And then it's the Thunders. Thunders, if they beat the Warriors in the last game, that is on Saturday, December 20th, if Thunders win the last against the Warriors, then they will be with 10 victories. So there is a lot of calculation still left. It's certainly not sure whether 5 victories is going to assure you a sure shot berth, but I feel mostly the combinations and the overall run rate. Royal certainly looked almost qualified with 5 victories. But these are the probabilities. These are the combinations and permutations that certainly is quite a possibility. Distant possibility, but it's a possibility. 2 overs gone, it's 6 without loss. And that's why we say winning this game for the Masters, if Avengers lose, that will mean that 3 teams will be bowing out of the qualifiers. The Stallions and Warriors are already out, and if Avengers don't win this, then they will be out. But they have got a pretty good, healthy overall net run rate, and a win here will definitely boost their confidence. Then all will be about the do and die game of the last, the 7th match. 7th league game for both these teams, and that's why winning this game for the Masters is very important. Although they are playing against the Stallions, who don't have the best of the times. They didn't win a single game so far, the Stallions, but you never know, they can surprise anyone on a given day. Missed by the keeper and gets a bye. That's why you should always have a specialist wicket keeper. It's a tough job. Vedant is just doing the job because he has got experience playing at a high level and must have seen how to keep. But when you are not a specialist, when you have not done in most part of your career, he was an off spinner and a batter. It's just that you can do it at MCL, but in a more competitive environment, here only the members are playing in a more competitive environment. He will never have his gloves on. Again, straying down the leg side. Got a little bit of in swingers, but unable to control it so far. In fact, both Siddhant Amonkar and Brijesh Prabhu both are getting the ball, shaping back in, but unable to control. Got to bowl the right areas. Finally gets bat onto it and just swivels on the leg side towards the fine and gets the boundary. Once again there towards the body line, towards the hips, and he just times the ball and places it well towards the right hand side of the short fine and gets the first boundary of the Masters team. So a lot of ifs and buts here still left. We are into the sixth phase, sixth game, you can call, for most of the teams. Last game of this particular weekend, and we are going to see the next game on Tuesday, and then the last two on Friday and Saturday. Sunday will be off on 21st as the qualifiers begin on Monday. Over the top with the pace of the bowler. Once again run down for 4 runs, trying to play a short arm jab pull, never climbed up, and slightly late in reacting to that pull shot on the Kurchadkar, but it's a lucky boundary for him and the Masters. Back-to-back boundaries for Anup Kurchadkar, 16 without loss. That shot once again on the leg side, straying down on the leg. This is the third boundary of this over. All three behind the wicket. This was much better connect. This was much comfort here for Anup Kurchadkar. If you see the replay, that's the best shot that he has played so far. And the Brijesh Prabhu was slightly expensive in this over. Raises the score to 20. That's what one over can bring in the joy for the team, and also the upward momentum that is required. First 2 overs were very cautious, just trying to see the ball and just trying to see what the wicket is on offer. And now he is looking much better with his feet movement. Anup Kurchadkar has moved on to 14 with those 3 boundaries. It's in the air, but falling in between. Trying to hit straight. Yeah, now we expect him, but we got 3 boundaries, and he feels that I should now get a move on for my team. 21 without loss. We are into the 3rd over. Picked away on the leg side. Should be a single. Oh, misfielded, but man in the deep. Protection there. So that's the reason why he was a little relaxed there. Anyhow, the single would have been taken. 3 overs gone. Little expensive here from Brijesh Prabhu, as 3 boundaries being struck from the bat of Anup, and 22 without loss after 3. Siddhant Amonkar continues. This is in the chance. No, just short. Just not middling the ball as well as you would have liked. Siddhant has got little bit more pace compared to Brijesh Prabhu. Is a tall. Both are tall. Both get the ball back into the right-handers. Anup Kutsarkar is the one that we are relying heavily Masters to get them to a flying start. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why he can just smoke the ball way too easily. Not afraid to hit the ball aerially. And that's what Anup Kutsarkar is all about. If the ball is in his arc, he believes it shall go out of the park. That's the right thing to do. When the ball is pitched up, go full-blooded. No half measures. Anup Kutsarkar is looking good here with those 4 boundaries. 3 of Brijesh of the last over and now 1 straight over the top at long on. In a good mood today. And he gets him there. He gets him there. Going for 1 more. Missed it altogether and crashing on to the top of the leg stump. That's excellent bowling and good response from Siddhant Amonkar. Gets rid of Anup Kutsarkar. It's the first wicket that has fallen. It's 27 for 1. In comes Dr. Sunny Kawat. Hesitation creeping and he makes it throw very slow. Should have been quick throw there. Siddhant was waiting for that. Brijesh Prabhu looks to be at the backward point region. Flashing hard, well fielded at the backward point region. It was sent back on time. There was not a single there. You also depend how well you time it, how well it quickly reaches towards the fielder. It's all about gauging and judging. And the batter who strikes it certainly understands how well he has timed it and how quickly it has reached to the fielder. It was a good call from Dr. Sunny Kamath at the non-striker's end. They just lost a wicket and they cannot afford to lose a wicket in a quick time span. They need another partnership here of maybe at least 20-25 at least to get them into the comfort zone for the middle order to come on at a time when everything is going right. The max you can get is 35. And that's why 1 wicket fallen down. You should not lose 2 in quick time span. Many of the team has faltered. This was a single. This was a chance there to take a run. But Dr. Sunny Kamath doesn't respond. 4 overs gone is 28 for 1 Masters. So in comes the skipper, Ahmed Borkar, and quickly runs through his overs. So you can see immediately 3 dot balls here on Dr. Sunny Kamath. Will he be trying to do something different here? He is in a good touch. He has got a lot of runs for the Masters. Not about the runs, but he has been classy. And that's what. He's whacked the ball. Man in the deep. Very good field setting here, in and out from Ahmed Borkar. That shot has gone over the top. And that's a very, very good result here. Powerful shot coming from Vishwesh Kamath. That is what they required. This over had not costed anything. This was in the arc, and he goes out of the park. That's the kind of batting required. No half measures. These are power play overs. He's taking the fielder on. There is one fielder down at the deep mid-wicket cow corner region, but he still fancies himself to go for that 6. Clears it easily. Backing the punch as Sandbag. Yeah, he was off the back foot and he's not the quickest around. So he was coming at the danger's end. So good call here this time from Dr. Sunny Kamath. Marks the end of over 5, 35 for 1. That's a good boundary. Well played. It is the ex-Masters camp bowler Amlon D'Souza has been brought back, and there's a leg glance here. Flick down towards the final leg region. Goes for 4 runs. 39 the score moves on to, and the first boundary for Dr. Sunny Kamath. Nothing too fancy. Just plain simple cricket. You bowl straight, and the fielder's inside. Place it nicely. Get the boundary. Missed there. Very nicely bowled. This is the best line and length. He is the one who doesn't provide too much air. Relies to bowl slightly quickish off spinners compared to Ahmed Borkar, or for that matter other spinners in this game. Well played on the leg side. They're certainly missing the services of Vedant Naik as an off spinner, because he's doing the job as a keeper, and they don't have a substitute keeper for Vedant Naik, and that's why he has to keep for all 20 overs. He was probably another off-spinning option who has represented at top level, so that option can't be utilized, but still they have got pretty good enough options. That's in the air. There should be an easy chance. Nothing short in the end. Trying to play off the back foot for a ball that was pitched up, and Amlon also gets his first wicket. So trying to just play across the line and losing the plot there. So Vishwesh Kamath He's gone. 40 for the loss of 2 in the 6th over. Let's straight to the fielder. This is much better field and he's bowling well now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fielders on the offside. All 6 inside. So good in and out field if he's going to bowl over there. Wicket to wicket, just outside the line of off stump. Good bowling here from the Avengers. Worked on the leg side. The running with the wickets is going to be much better with Sudhir coming in to give company to Dr. Sunny Kamath. 6 overs gone. Amlon gets his wicket there. End of the power plays. 41 for 2 Masters. There's gone down towards the third man region. Amlon is running after the ball. Got the edge there. Actually wanted to play towards the backward point. 2 runs taken. That is an opportunity to at least get a single there. He's hitting straight back to the bowler in the defense and just need to work around nudges in the gaps. There's more required. You just cannot allow And that's gone. That's gone. That's gone for 6 runs. The full toss ball in the easy keeping, and he just whacks it. The fielder was already outside. Already outside the rope there, and that's an easy gift here provided by Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar. He's bowling well for the first 3 balls, and that is the opportunity to free his arms. And who is going to miss on that? That's much better. That's much better. Let's get it low. And this is pretty good line. You know, when you've got offside field, you've got a protection on the deep point extra cover region. This should be the line and length. It's not pulled so far in this competition, Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar. But I think there is a definite some discussions must have definitely transpired him to get and come into the bowling attack by the captain. They feel that in spite of other options, it's better to go on with the spin. That's the job. Just bowl in the right areas. Don't concede too many extras. Apart from that full toss ball, which was whacked for 6 runs, a pretty decent over from Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar comes to an end. Concedes 10. Is 7 overs done. 51 for 2. Left it alone, thinking that it's a wide here. Maybe just inside the guideline. Umpire had a close look at it. Clipped away. Might be thinking about a couple of runs. Are they good enough? Yeah, they do it quite easily in the end. Quite easily. Just did not middle the bat, beating the bottom of the bat and working around for 2. It was one pretty good innings. I'm talking about Sudhir. And played decently there. Got 30 runs. Slightly slow when it comes to start. And that happens to many of the batters when you've got to take some time in the middle just to move around nicely. If your feet should start moving well, see what the bowlers are doing, which bowlers are bowling. All these things matter in the game of cricket. That's a pretty good fielding positions. If you can consistently bowl there, that short covers can save a lot of singles, and also comes in as a catching position if it's chipped in the air. That's much better. Bowl on one line and work on the patience skills of the batter. Not many batters have the patience skills. Is what we witnessed at MCL. Not all are professionals. They don't play regularly as far as profession is concerned. Many have business or professionally doctors or lawyers. Patience skill is definitely the ones who have faced a lot of cricket in their life, faced a lot of different bowlers on different surfaces. Sometimes if you get 2 dot balls, oh, that's raced away. What a shot. Slightly back of length. Too slow there, Akhil Nadkarni, and that's been absolutely smacked it. Smacked it for 4 runs. It raised no chance for the fielder in the deep backward point. I think Sachin Bandar is just given up quite early. Straight back past the bowler. Well timed. The fielder has to give in the chase. Will be stopped and restricting to a single. Good fielding. Covered a lot of part of the ground from the wide long off to straight to start. and finish this over. They got a boundary of this over. It's the end of 8:59 for 2. Well played. Good timing on that. So whenever you got good form and whenever you got runs, keep continuing with that form. I always say that, because when you are getting runs, you are always into the center point, the talk of the team. Always handy contributions from yourself, builds your confidence and also of the franchises on you as a player. Dr. Sunny Kamath so far is in tremendous touch, good timing, and getting loads of runs for this team. Another one, and this time also no chance. No chance there for anyone. He just times it and whacks the ball so crisply. You hardly get a chance. And that's why I say he's been in really perfect touch this season. .65. So they got one more over that has got a boundary for them. And that's what they will be hoping for, the Masters. That should be wide. They've got big finishers. They've got Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. They've got Vikrant Prabhu. They have got Angat Penginkar, the big man, the muscle man, as I call him. So as far as the power rating is concerned, they've got enough strength in the depth of their batting lineup. But they need just a concrete partnerships here up the order in the middle phase. Straight to the man. We are into over number 9. They will see themselves somewhere around 80. They will see themselves somewhere around 80 in the 10 overs mark, is what they are hoping for. That's a good shot, but straight into the hands. Just found the fielder there. Just towards the right or left hand side. Another boundary was there for the taking. What a sound of the willow when the ball is striking the bat. Such a wonderful sound it makes when Dr. Sunny Kamath is batting. That shows that he's really batting well. Big appeal, and that's out. That's out. He's trying to play across and he's all pumped up, Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar. This is what he was aiming for. It's trying to bowl wicket to wicket and looks like it has pitched in line, hitting in line, and looks to be hitting the middle and leg stump. Well bowled here, Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar. Gets him the wicket there. Immediately has gone up. You know that he has struck the right chord. 67 for 3 after 9. So Dr. Vicky Nevgi is moving around the field, giving water as is will be super subbed as a batter. Few matches left for this some of the players. That's in the air. That's another chance. That's another chance. And that's been dropped. That is Dr. Sunny Kama's catch being dropped of the bowling of skipper. Can you believe that? They could have got 2 wickets in quick succession. I hope he's alright. I think he's hurt himself. Maybe the ball has gone in between the hands and hitting his chest, or maybe the rib cage. So slight discomfort, but he says I'm alright. Played well on the off. Slight misfield. Might run down for 4. Yes, it does. It does. Lot of width, short, wide, and just punched away and gets an easy boundary. And needed some better effort there in the short covers position. Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar bend down there. And that's actually you require a much quicker fielder. I don't blame him. Absolutely, just because that's a hotspot position. Misfield and they get a single there. The short covers, the ball just races on, especially against the spinners. If timed well, require one of the swiftest fielder in that short covers. Vikrant Prabhu is someone who drives the ball very, very nicely. So this actually is the best player, and I think they should take this game from this over to somewhere around maybe over number 15 or maybe 14. Dr. Sunny Kamath is batting on 19. Another 30-run partnership here is just going to be good enough. Very well worked on the leg side. Should get a comfortable 2. Long way to go for Akhil Narkani, who is at the backward square leg region. Good over this one. They got boundaries, they got couple, they got towards the 75 runs. I was talking about they should get somewhere around 80, close to 80. At least they got 75, which is not bad enough. Which means they require acceleration in the last 10 overs to get somewhere around maybe 90 in the last 10. If they get 100, it will be better. Down the ground, well played. Carpet shot for a single there. Finishes the halfway mark of this first innings of the Masters is 76 for the loss of 3. That's in the air and that's gone. That's gone. That's went flat. Quickly raced and gone for the long distance. Just enough to get 6 runs there. That was too short. Too short. And he just clobbered it over that cow corner region. Excellent bit of batting here. You can't bowl it over there to a batter who is in really prolific form. 28 is raced on to just 19 balls, looking for the acceleration here. And that was the right ball. Straight after the drinks break. Guess an easy one. That's more like it. After getting the 6, keep rotating the strike. Vikrant has just come onto the crease, not been in too many runs this season, just picking up the player of the match in the last victory. Good contribution. So you should take the momentum from that. Once you were getting the player of the match, just like see Adit Prabhugaonkar is contributing so good for the team, taking and shouldering the responsibility with the captain, bowling important overs. And that's what you require. Once you are doing well, performing well, keep performing and contribute handsomely for the cause of the team. Should be looking for a couple of runs. The fielder charging for that and easily does. The fielder was in the deep on the leg side. I think it's Gopal Khan was there. We have not seen him, Gopal, so far. Might be coming in little later. Let's see whether especially kept for Angat Panginkar for some of his overs there. So again finding the fielder. See, the timing is not as good as Dr. Sunny Kamath. I've seen Vikrant batting much better than this season. The last season before that, he was quite good with his crisp timing and also the placement. Elegant batter. So it's the end of 11 overs, 86 for 3. Swept away nicely in the gap. This is much better here. This is the momentum in towards the Masters camp. They are picking the spots nicely there. Amlon has been brought to bowl over number 2 for himself, and Vikrant must have faced a lot of time in the nets to Amlon. He was there in the last season for the defending champions, the Masters camp. So he knows a thing or two about this bowler. Is not a big turner of the ball. Looking for a couple of runs and do it quite easily, and Sachin doesn't have the strongest of the throws. And that's why I say the short covers becomes very important position. You need someone who is young, you need someone who is very agile. And that's why you see now Amod Borkar is making the changes. This position, short covers, if you are bowling the full length as an off spinner, is certainly a hot spot. There are chances of taking the catch, there are chances of dropping the singles, because you look to drive the ball more if you have the bowlers, the off spinners are looking to pitch the ball up. And that's clipped away nicely. Pace provided. 4 runs. 4 runs. The man is way towards the square leg region. Second boundary of that over. Easily clipped. And Masters have a big momentum coming their way because it's Vikrant Prabhu which is looking good now along with Dr. Sunny Kamath. So 96 they move on to for the loss of 3 wickets. Put away on the leg side, but I think they have already lost a bit of energy. Their steam while running for 2 on one of the previous occasions, getting a single this time. They've got plenty of runs this over. 98, certainly getting the right momentum, the right spike that was required. Vikrant Prabhu, if he bats well for the Masters, he is certainly going to be a big asset for them. 98 for the loss of 3 after the end of 12. So finally, Gopal Gaus has been introduced. I expected him to bowl over number 13 or 14. So let's see how he bowls here this time around. 12 overs, 98 for 3. Masters have the momentum with them. Big appeal. Oh, that's trapped in front. And he brings the joy for the Avengers straight away. Trying to play across the line. It was a quickish ball pitched in and looks like hitting the stumps, and Dr. Sunny Kamath has departed, but a very good contribution from his side. Gopal Gaus strikes the first one in this game. 98 for 4. So good decision by the umpire. Just struck around the knee roll and he was not quite forward. So very good beginning here for the leg spinner Gopal Gaus. It's good bowling. That's good bowling there. Certainly unsure about the ball turning away or whether the ball is going to come straight, because he puts a lot of revolutions on the ball, Gopal Gaus, and he can turn the ball pretty good distance if there is some assistance from the surface. Now Masters should realize he just lost a wicket, and they've got Siddesh Halvekar coming in at number 6. It's pushed on the offside. Good start by Gopal Gavas, because last couple of overs, 3 overs, the Masters were getting the runs very easily. In fact, the boundaries, loose bowling there on offer from the bowlers bowling. Amlin conceding few runs, and they needed one good over and breaking the partnership there. Played it fine. Yeah, down the leg side it was going, so leg by signal here. So 100 up here for the Masters camp for the loss of 4 wickets. We got plenty of time left in this game. Send back. Siddesh Halvekar is just new onto the crease. Samud Borkar, who is a pretty good fielder in the short covers. That's why I say that short covers becomes a key position, especially against the spinners. Driven firmly. Man in the deep. And they get it. One for the throw. Yeah, one for the throw. Sachin Bandare, I think they have traced the fielder very nicely there. That's what you got to do if you are smart and if you want runs. 13 overs gone. It's 102 for the loss of 4 Masters. Placed well with soft hands, and both are quick. Both are quite strong and very much athletes. So you expect a single to be taken, and as well as they will be definitely putting pressure on the weak fielders in the deep. Third over for the skipper. Once again, the short covers. Gopal Gavas. Amod is someone who finishes the overs very well. Over rate always better when it's the Avengers. No chance. What a fabulous shot. Cracked off the back foot. Absolutely stunning here. That's how the timing should be. Even the fielders had no chance. No one moved, in fact. It was just a dive trial, but the ball had gone past him. Struck so well. The boundary coming the previous over was a good one for the Avengers. Now Siddesh Halvekar coming in, and he's always a busy player. Just like to work around and get quick runs, and also is always both the games. He can hit the ball hard. That is one example of it, the previous boundary. Avengers should somehow keep them under 170. We saw if a decent bowling lineup, if any team has, then 170 is not going to be easy. Even if there are phases that is going your way, there is just one good partnership, and a couple of wickets for the bowling side can take the game away from you. Straight over the top, big chance, and he has come up way inside there. Absolutely misjudged there, totally misjudging. Running in, charging towards the ball, where the ball should have come straight into his hands, and a drop chance. So boundary once again. This time it's straight to Gopal Gaos. Can't pick up a single over there. 111 on the board. Good over. Good over for the Masters. They got 9 runs of it so far. That's in the air, but also in the gap. Another boundary. The third boundary coming from the bat of Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar, and a little expensive over here from Mahmood Borkar, as Siddesh Alvekar has got himself going. Looks to be come with a great frame of mind and trying to accelerate and getting the runs. 115 for 4 after 14. That's another shot. Getting the boundary set will. And this is the change of ends here for Gopal Gaos, and he has been greeted with the boundary. Masters are certainly, in spite of losing the wickets of Dr. Sunny Kamath, has not bogged down on the run rate. They are getting the boundaries, they are getting the runs, and going with the right momentum. They have not dropped the momentum for a long period here in this game. Just apart from that 1 over of Gopal Gaos, I think they are just keeping the pace nicely. 119 for 4. Siddesh Alvekar and Vikrant. Vikrant is looking better here today, much better. Excellent bowling. Was that a chance? I think it was an absolute fab delivery. Asking the batter to come on the front foot, that the ball pitched and swayed away. It was an outside edge. And that's why I say specialist keepers are just the necessity. Just cannot replace with a makeshift keeper. Don't blame Vedant here. It's just fulfilling the needs of the team. Well, wide. Might be getting at least 3 runs. Might be getting at least 3 runs. If not a boundary, and he gets a boundary there. There's 5 wides. 5 wides. I was talking about the importance of the keeping. You can see his legs never went in line on towards the leg stump. For even one of the veteran keepers, Mahendra Pai Kuchelkar, certainly would have gone towards the left hand side, because they do it almost every time, the same rituals. Chance gone down. 5 wides. Excellent bowling there from Gopal. Well bowled. But they got runs. They got plenty of runs of this over. It's really going the Masters' way this phase. They have been helped here by some poor piece of bowling and poor fielding as well. They got Angad Panginkar left here to unleash. Perfect stage, I think, for Angat Panginkar. He is off his best in the last 5 overs, last 4 or 5 overs. Just 10 or 12 balls are good enough for Angat Panginkar to make a big difference in the game. And he's the one who doesn't require time to set. He just comes and straight away starts his job in his best possible exploding way that he knows. A lovely batting there, but straight to the fielder, so nowhere to run. Gopal Gaul certainly has bowled well compared to all the bowlers around today. He's beaten the bat, he's got the age, he's got a wicket of Dr. Sunny Kama, the very first ball of his spell. Another one down the leg side, and this is running down for 4. Running down for 4. This is once again leg byes here, trying to pitch down the leg side, and it's 4 runs. So it's not good here for the Avengers. They are losing the plot. 15 overs have been done here, 130 for 4. There's a quick single there. Siddhant Amonkar has been introduced back into the attack. They understand that the spinners are being taken for plenty of runs, and that's where the need arises here of a medium pacer to bring in slightly change of pace. Good, very much good rhythm here and good momentum maintained. The middle order is coming handy today in a crucial tie. Yes, a single there. Should be off the leg by. Even if they get 8 runs per over in the last 5, they will certainly get around 170. But I think looking at the situation, they're just 6 wickets in hand and pretty good enough time for Siddesh Alvekar to get those 35 runs, and Angat Panginkar waiting for his chance. You expect them to get 180 plus. Straight back past the bowler. At least need to get a couple of runs, if not more. Yeah, turning around sharply. This is good running. Very well placed it, straight back pass, because fielders are in the deep trying to save the boundaries. So there is a possibility of sneaking in that extra run. You can see here Avengers are just hoping for the things to happen. It's not proactive. They are just waiting for something is going to go their side. Easy single. Bowling well, Siddhant Amodkar has got a wicket early on of the first wicket that has fallen of the Masters. And of course, Sarkar, the co-owner of the team, along with Dr. Satish Kamath. Excellent. This is gorgeous drive. Absolutely perfect. This is what almost like a picture perfect shot here from Vikrant Prabhu. That is what you want to see in the game of cricket. As gorgeous as that. .139 for 4, and it's certainly the first 10-15 runs, not the swiftest and not the cleanest from Vikrant Prabhu, but the last 20 runs I certainly say it's been fabulous. So he's getting better there. He's getting consistent. The timing is coming back, and that's a good sign for the Masters. Getting not the best shot here, swaying away from the line. Got the edge there. Luckily is scooped in towards the short fine. Single there. Finish that over. And Vikrant Prabhu gets to us 34 of just 21. 140 for 4 at the end of 16. So Gopal Gavas 141 for 4 in 16.1. Straight over the top. Flat. Take that. Take that, says Siddesh Alvekar against Gopal Gavas. That is absolutely smoked. So fast, so furious. Batting up now. It's absolutely dominant performance here from this team. Almost everyone contributed in this run total that they are getting. And now this is a tailor-made situation. This is as you want in a T20 format. 147 for 4. Siddesh Alvekar is heading on 26 of just 14 balls. Vikrant is batting on 34, one shot away from his 35. Great skills, great hands there off the back foot, and gets a single. So nothing has gone around here for the Avengers apart from winning the toss. Just a classy performance from the batters of the Masters. Well, that's not required. Even if he times the ball, he can still get the boundaries. It looks uh, in the subconscious mind, I'm going to whack the ball and hit it long distance and finish my innings on 40, but that doesn't happen. The bowler also understands that you're on 34. Your timing is your precious weapon. This time is much more better. Much more better. Picks the spot and gets the boundary and finish the innings here. Vikrant Prabhu, another 30 plus innings here for his side, and finished off with 38 of just 24 balls and 150 up here for the Masters, 152 for 5. So another fabulous innings. I think the best innings of Vikrant Prabhu this season, MCL season 11, is getting better, better and better. It come at a time when they had lost a couple of wickets, and we took a little bit of his time, and then put the loose balls away for boundaries. That drive, the gorgeous drive, as well as the shots aerial way was magnificent, and that's where he's finished off very well with his innings. Very well played with soft hands. Gets a single. Angad Penginkar. He knows it was the last ball of Gopal Gava's over. 17 overs are done away with 153 for 5. Masters heading for 180 plus. So Angad Penginkar against Siddhant Amonkar. Well bowled. He's not trying to bowl anything in his arc. Back of length, slightly maybe trying to bowl the bouncers here to surprise Angad. Well, does he have that firepower to keep bowling, keep gunning him with the short balls? They are definitely not going to bowl a spinner here against Angad Penginkar. They would like to pick up his wicket, otherwise he can be even more dangerous. 4th over here for Siddhant, and he deserves it. He's one of the best bowlers so far in the day. Excellent bowling. Use the conditions, although there is not much help. Straight over the head of the bowler, gets a single. Where the ball has gone, is travelling and travelling for 4 runs. It's brute muscle and brute power here from Siddhant. In fact, Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. Knocked him over there, trying to just hit the ball too hard and swing across the line and crashing onto the stump. And I think he deserves it. Siddhant Amonkar, he has bowled fabulously today, and he is certainly the pick of the bowlers in the Avengers camp. Second wicket has been picked, just 23 has been conceded, 158 for 6 in 17.4 overs. So late reaction from Angad, and this is not the best way to run here. He was watching the ball. Should always just have a wink of the eyes while turning around at the non-strikers, and that's how the technique is to turn. Not the best way here from Angad. Today's is the best spell from Siddhant. He has used his brains very nicely. Wide call just outside that guideline. When has been asked to bowl in the power play overs, he was very consistent in the back of length, bowled with pace. Because once you understand that I'm bowling well and the balls are pitching in the right areas, the pitch map, and certainly you can bowl with little bit of more pace. This is in the air, chance just short of the fielder. So 18 overs gone, 161 for 6. And yeah, that Gopal Gaus coming into the attack. You expected as Siddhant Amonkar and Gopal are the best two bowlers, so you expect to give them the ball. Nothing wrong from Mahmood Borkar, who's been a little off color today with his bowling. Chance has also gone down. He could have picked up a wicket here at long on region. Sometimes yeah, it works for you, sometimes it doesn't work. But certainly this is a big total. 2 overs to go, 161 on the board. And Angad, this is the over I think he's going to fancy his chances. And let's see how what is the plan of Gopal Gawas to bowl slightly away from his arc. It's in the air. This is a chance. And Amod is one of the most safest. That's why I say short covers is very important. Once again trying to bludgeon very nicely. Entire team tossed up there. Still went across the line, getting the leading edge. And Angad Panginkar doesn't strike the ones that he's hoped for. 7 wickets down on 161. Suddenly losing the plot here. Last two was pretty good one, especially Siddhant Amodkar getting rid of Siddesh Alvekar, and now very first ball Gopal Gavasan struck. Not afraid to toss the ball up. Must be called gutsy here against Angat Panginkar, the big hitter. So absolutely no masculine shot here from him. And in comes the skipper, Dr. Prasad Gore. Straight over the top. He'll be looking to put pressure on the fielders. And yeah, that's what you hope for when both of these are batting. They might not get you the boundaries, but they certainly can give you a couple of runs easily. Dr. Satish Kamath and Dr. Prasad Gore will be eyeing for those couple. And that's why fielders needs to be, I think, 5 steps inside the rope. More than the big hits, they will be looking for the quick runs. Straight over the top, another time miscued. This time just a single. The power is all gone behind. It's Vikrant Prabhu, Siddesh Alvekar and Angat. These are 3 known for those big hits. Now it's all about, I think, getting towards 175. Excellent bowling. Pushed in quickly. Not easy for someone who has just come. You see only few balls left, but these are not professional players who will come and hit the ball long way. Whacked. Has he found a gap there? No, straight to the fielder in the deep and just going to cut down for a single. Played across, but got to play some shots now. He got to 165, 7 balls left. The co-owner and the skipper, I think they don't have to be directed here because they are the authority. They call the shots, and I think they will be calling the shots in the middle there. Well placed. Out. I think that's out. I think he was struggling over there, Dr. Satish Kamath. The bat was in the air, looks like, and it was actually Brijesh Prabhu who was very close to that point region. Satish Kamath, I personally feel here from the commentary box that bat was in the air and looks to be out there. So let's see what the third umpire has to say, whether the ball has been collected cleanly. He was very, very close to that point region. There was no run in it. Here comes the throw. Yeah, gone there. So OUT is the signal from the third umpire, and that's why he was just away from that popping crease and a wicket. So 165 for 8 in 19 overs. So Avengers on time and no penalty imposed for an extra player inside. Considering all the allowances given for the fielding side, as the time taken for the batter to come in at the field of play when the wicket falls, as well as some time taken in between. So all these allowances are considered in the fielding side favor. Brijesh Prabhu will be bowling the last over. $165. Can they get somewhere around 8-10 runs? It's not well timed, just not well placed. Might be getting a comfortable 2 there. So 167. That's very well run here from Rajendra Prabhudesai. That's the job for him. Try to pick him up, maybe a couple of runs here and there. Captain is in the middle. 167 for 8. Another 5 balls. If they get around 7 to 8 runs, I think they'll be happy to get somewhere around close to 175. They looked good over 180, but they lost 2-3 wickets, too many in the last 2-3 overs. This happens because of the acceleration. This is in the air, straight in the hands, and no mistake there. He found a fielder in the deep. That was definitely to be hit, pulled it away, and there's nowhere to go. I think it's Amel on there in the cow corner region, and captain has to depart. They lost the 9th wicket on 167. And he gets the boundary. He gets the boundary, and that is 170 up there for the Masters camp. Flicks it away onto his pads. He is no bug. He has got a lot of runs in his career. Although you can understand Masters having a strong batting lineup. He's batting at number 11, and that's the job for him. They'll be very happy by seeing the boundary, and they cross past at 170. Can he get a few more runs there? Need to bat entire 20 overs. That's the first job. Yeah, he gets a single. Won't feel bad about it. So Rajendra Prabhu Desai and Sudesh. 2 balls left. Already a good total. But still, having seen the entire innings, I feel 10 runs short of what they could have got. Slicing in towards the point region. Might get a boundary there. It's running, and it's run down. Let's have a look. So 2 runs have been taken, and it's a run out. So 175 is the target here. 175 the target. So we begin the run chase of the Avengers. 175 runs needed. A lovely shot, and it's fielded with it's fielded. I think it's Dr. Satish Kamath fielding in the deep covers. So gets off the mark with couple of runs. Vikrant Prabhu after a fabulous run with the bat. Great innings here from Vikrant Prabhu, and certainly want to transfer it here in his bowling. 175, pretty good total. So Avengers have to win. They don't have a choice. They have to come hard, especially in the power play overs. Is the same pair of Venkatesh Nevgi and Sachin Bhandari. Excellent shot. Good piece of timing. Good piece of timing. Such a high class shot. Once again, good fielding in the deep. Cutting it to just 2 runs. Oh, he's struggling there. Dr. Vicky Nevgi with his running is already cramping, I feel. That's the reason why he was not bowling. Maybe it's not easy for him to just run hard. He's still a good timer. That's why they super subbed him. They need the strength in the batting to chase this 175. Vikrant Prabhu is someone now who is definitely bowling the good length, but he also provides the pace. Lovely bowling. Lovely bowling. That's right on the mark. That's exactly where you need to bowl. They got a slip in place. Just only 2 men on the leg side inside the ring. Dr. Vicky Nevgi loves to go the aerial way, but Vikrant is just someone slightly quick, and he gets a little bit of help with the new ball, with those seam up deliveries. Lovely, just inside edge, double sounds. 2 sounds certainly heard. Well, lovely change of pace. That's what you required. Little bit change of pace as the batters will come hard. They will be playing with hard hands. The asking run rate will already be 9 runs per over at the beginning, and once you bowl a couple of good overs, it will just tend to creep up. 2 men in the backward point region for the premium fast bowler of this Masters camp. True all-rounder. Strong in the middle order, and also bowls with the new ball. Climbed on top once again, banging in really hard, steaming in after his rollicking performance with the bat. Gets the leading edge, runs down to third, and your end of first over is 5 without loss. Inside edge, running down towards the third man. It was a slower off cutter ball, but still I might think it is running for 4 runs. And yes, it does. Just tickles over for 4. Still trying to go hard, but he just got a boundary of inside edge. Siddhesh Prabhu Avekar still asleep in place. Too short, too wide. Just found a man in the short covers. So you can see the gully region is slightly more in towards the catching position. If there is an uppish shot or if there is an extra bounce. Couple of times it has happened that the ball has scooped for of the bowling of Vikrant Prabhu. And maybe that has prompted the captain. Straight over the top. That's much better. Just got the ball right in his arc and it goes downtown. Safe shot. Guess the boundary. This was a touch fuller. Exactly the area that you want when you are looking to get a few boundaries under your belt to give the team a good start. 13 without loss. So far we have seen 3 boundaries being struck. This might be the 4th one. Too short and pulled away in front of the square and looking good of the front as well of the back. Clear-cut mindset of getting runs in the power play overs. Dr. Vicky Nevgi is certainly giving the good start to the Avengers camp. I certainly felt that the man was wasted over there. If we are going to bowl this length, even the slip is not going to be of good use. Back off length. You need to make the batter go for the drivable length. Down the leg side. Keeper going after the ball, and Vicky Nevgi is also struggling with his running. So we'll be looking to play these power play overs and get as many boundaries as possible. That will be the plan. When you are struggling with your feet movement, when you are struggling to run hard because of the cramps or maybe some sort of injury, it is better off going the hard way. Still a good wicket. It's still a good surface to chase 175 against any attack. That's good running. He's making Dr. Vicky Nevgi work hard for those singles. Sachin Bhandare and a single to finish over number 2 is 19 without loss. Avengers. Another inside edge, and this might run for at least couple, if not more. It's the keeper that has to do the job. There is no fine leg. So all the hard work has to be done by the keeper. The extra job, extra work. More workload being given on the keeper. If Mahendra Pai Kuchelkar was there, you will have asked maybe the short square leg because it will be difficult for him. This keeper, I think Sudhir, is slightly youngish compared to Mahendra Pai Kuchelkar, who is the best, I feel, when he's with the gloves in his hand. But today I think he has been rested. Now there is a short fine because it's very tiring for the keepers. That's much better. And he's been stopped. The intent is very clear, but the timing is missing on that occasion. Both the batters certainly understand that we have to get runs in the power players. We need a good start. Just because if we give a start, that is going to be much easy for the batters coming in next. Amod Borkar, Vedant Naik, and the other batters who are going to replace them later on. The start is very important. Gets a quick single there in the short mid wicket. We are into the third over so far. I think we must think about the camp of the Masters. Maybe change of pace because Siddesh Prabhu Arvekar doesn't have that much of pace compared to Vikrant. And if he can bowl the short length, Vicky Nivgi is and anyhow looking to hit the ball hard, and he likes the ball coming onto the bat rather than playing against the spinners. Has conceded wickets to the spinners more often in this competition. Good shot, very well picked up, finding the fielder in the short mid wicket. Not afraid to hit the ball now. They understand the need. That's also an opportunity for the bowling side. More shots being played here, and chances that one might just come their way, the fielder's way. Yeah, now the sleep has been taken out, and I hope, because we have not seen too many balls flowing across the sleep region. It's become a very much easy surface to bat on. That's very well. That's nicely done here, using the pace and playing it down towards the fine leg. That's more like it from Sachin Bandari. They're playing it nicely at the moment and getting those boundaries. The pace is on offer, and it's become much easier when the pace is on offer. There is no one down towards that region. That's why maybe they could think of bringing in a spinner on at this stage. What are the options? You have the captain himself. Dr. Sunny Kamath also has bowled up many a times in these power play overs. Dr. Satish Kamath. Appeal there, but not so close. So decent over here for the Avengers. 3 overs gone. They are going at exactly 9 runs for over, 27 without loss. Yeah, they have used the spinner immediately as Suresh Prabhu Desai. That was the one option that I didn't mention. Certainly, he was missed in one of the games, or 2 games, I feel. And now he's been available for this particular game for the Masters. So let's see the field here. Vicky Nivgi is very strong in that slog sweep in the mid-wicket region. Let's see where the Suresh Prabhudasa exactly wins the wonder fielders. The 2 fielders are going to be important. Well, I'm still not convinced about this field. Yeah, let's see if finally it's the bowler's call. 5 fielders inside the 30-yard on the off. One at long off, one at long on. Maybe I think that there should be a mid-wicket when he's bowling the off spinners, and is very strong there, Vicky Nivgi. Nicely bowled. Good start here. This is going to be the line and length consistently. One ball, that's okay, but if you are bowling for a couple of balls straight to the pads or straight on the wickets, Vicky Nivgi is already looking in dangerous mood. That's what I said. In the air, just away. It was a difficult chance, just slightly away from his reach. And now they must be thinking, yeah, they need one man there. At mid-wicket, Sachin Bhandari is playing more shots on the leg side. Now they're getting that long off inside. That's more like it. That's much better. Now he can bowl a little straighter as well. That gives him opportunity of picking in wickets. Straight to the man. Well bowled. So 6 fielders inside, during on the off. 2 fielders deep on the leg side. Swept. Straight to the man. So just trying to keep it away from the hitting iron, and see the difference, how it is making the difference. Pace provided, it becomes much easier. Suddenly you get the spinner into the attack, and he has so far bowled decently. Just considered 3 runs of this over. Too short, can't bowl there. This is not the way you need to be bowling, and that's been absolutely hit hard. Short ball has been absolutely brutally hit hard towards the square leg region, and that went quickly for 4. Not the best of the bowling. The boundary takes the score to 33. We are into the 4th over. Just one mistake is going to pay the price. That's how the surface is so true. No margin for error here. Got to bowl consistently in the good channel. That's more like it. Man in the deep for you. And a single is going to finish over number 4, 34 without loss, Avengers. That's nicely hit, picking the spot. Dr. Sunny Kamath has been introduced. His first over, and he's been hit away for a boundary. Played with the spin, no risk whatsoever. So is still thinking about what field to set. Sachin Bhandari is just peppering the boundaries in that region on the leg side, square leg and mid wicket. Got a lot of runs there. Swept away, finding the fielder this time. Good to see they are still playing their shots. The acceleration, the momentum, definitely Avengers have started well. It's a long way to go. But at least what is happening is that the middle order is coming a little late. So they understand that platform has been laid here by the openers of 39 runs so far. Start has been given. We just cannot bowl straightish line, because these 2 batters are very strong of the sweep, the slog sweep, and the shots that are picked up on the square leg region. So bowl it slightly wideish line outside the off stump where most of the fielders are. That's more like it. That's more like it. The ball is slightly straight, then they are really going hard, and they fancy their chances if the ball is in the arc. Keep them tied for at least 2 to 3 balls, and you see something happening. Too short, I told you. This very strong there. Short and easily clipped away, finding the space towards the backward square leg region. Poor bowling there from Dr. Sunny Kamath. So whatever pressure being mounted has been released by that loose ball. 2 boundaries so far against Dr. Sunny Kamath. That's the problem with the consistency. You miss your length and line, you are going to be paying the price, and not a problem when you are bowling consistently in channel and better taking the risk and hitting you for the boundaries. But this is easy givings here. Now they are sending that man in the square leg region back as so many boundaries being hit. But this is poor bowling. You cannot keep fielders for poor bowling. And then now if you bowl straight, you can be hit down the ground as well. Yes, in the air. Wanted to go over the top. Just not got the elevation there. So another over has gone by. 5 overs bowled by the Masters. Avengers 43 without loss. So Suresh Prabhudesai are bowling the 6th over. So they believe the bowling the spinners are going to be more effective in this power play overs. So just the 2 overs for Vikrant and 1 over for Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar taken off the attack. Good start given by the openers for the Avengers. They got pretty strong batting lineup going deep. Lovely half stop. No, it's good. Goes down for 4 runs. Goes down. It was a full toss ball, and he goes for the cover drive, gets it in the gap, and finds the boundary. That's good batting. They are getting so many boundaries, and that is what you hope for as a batter. When you're chasing 175, you need start and you need boundaries, if not sixes, and they've got plenty of those. 47 without loss in the 6th over. They would like to finish somewhere around 50-55 at least in the first 6 and not lost a wicket as well. That's much better. But not a convincing appeal there. Just maybe happy that a dot ball has been bowled. Nothing from the bowler as well. 2 good balls, dot balls. Now this is going to be a thing to watch. You need to bowl well. Just bowl at the same area where you bowled the last ball. Driven nicely, straight to the man, and gets a single easily. So good over here from Sudesh Prabhudas side. Pretty decent. Keeps the things under control. 6 overs gone, 48 without loss, and the end of power play overs. So Dr. Sunny Kamath continues for next 4 overs from that end. Missed by the batter and missed by the keeper as well. We've seen some chances been missed by Vedant Naik. I always say, especially skipper Sudesh has getting up, is given an opportunity. But if we talk about the experience, I certainly felt Jude Cardozo was fabulous today with his wicket keeping. So quick stumping behind the wicket and very good. And it's not easy when he's behind. You just can't step out, because if you miss, then you are going to be dead duck there. That's why you got to have the important is having the best wicket keeper and the specialist one. Sudesh has bowled well. He's an asset to this side, bowling the off spinners. And he knows, he realizes he has a good understanding of the game. And that is what is required. Dr. Sunny Kamath is not consistent. That's been clobbered. That's absolutely clobbered over the top. That's how he got to hit the ball. And he's all pumped up. 50 up with that smacking 6. Totally is not consistent with his pace and line. Sachin Bandari is all happy. Why not? When the ball is flying like that, his wrist on to 29 or 20. He's getting the runs for his team. He'll be very happy with that. This time is a big appeal. Big appeal, trying to work across, sweeping the ball. He's got, I think, 80% of the runs in that leg side. Mid-wicket square leg region is very strong over there. So after a good opening stand by the Avengers, this is exactly what they were hoped for. Flicked in the air, straight to the fielder. Need to bowl few dot balls. The batters are getting easy runs. Sachin Bandare has moved on to his 29, inching closer towards the 30-35. In the gap for a single. That's the best job here done by the openers for the Avengers. 175 to chase and going strong, still going strong. 58 without loss in 7 overs. If Masters lose here, then it's a direct qualification for the Royals because Masters can't reach at 10 points if they lose here, nor Avengers. Should be a comfortable to placed it well away from the fielder in the deep. Still working hard. Well, I can understand. I can sense what is happening. He's all tired. He's been problem with his legs there right from the beginning of his innings, but he is fighting it out for his team. That's what you require. They know this is a must-win situation, and they have to work hard. Not everything is going to go their way, but working hard are both these batters. In the air, shot. Will it be taken away from the fielder and outstretched hands goes for 4 runs. So they are not going to leave Angat Panginkar here so easily. Does not bowl too often in this competition, and Vicky Nevgi has placed it really well. It was high, but away from the fielder. Intent is very loud and clear. He needs to finish very strongly. He moves into the 30s before Sachin Bandare. 31 of just 23, 64 without loss. What an opening stand. And they are also playing the shots, not afraid to hit the ball in the air. Stand and deliver. Just not milling the ball, just going to get a single. The ball is coming way too easily on the bat now. That's why we always say strong opening pair is required. You see someone like Royals, you see Thunders, you see the Avengers came. Consistently they are banking on these two players. 4 runs. 4 runs. Absolute classic shot. Providing the pace and just flicking it very hard. Strong wrist coming into effect. Played it fine using the pace and gets the boundary. That's how we got to do it. Both the batters just one shot away from getting the 35 plus 69. Avengers are certainly doing it. Well, we have seen the batting masterclass from the batters of the Masters. They certainly feel they will have got to 185, but they just in the end bundled out for 174. But now if we talk about this innings, both the openers have been absolutely magnificent. And that's what wanted by entire camp. Nothing in there for the medium paces. It's just coming so easily off the deck. 2 boundaries has been seen, 1 each from both the batters. So many boundaries that we have witnessed in this 8 overs itself. That shows an indication how true the surface is and how well the batters are batted. That's in the air. This is going to be a chance. And that's dropped. That's dropped here at the long off region. Vicky Nevgi. Anyhow, was just 1 shot away. Chance has gone down. And I think it's Dr. Satish Kamath. So a single to finish that over 8. It's 71 without loss. So sooner than later, you see both the new batters coming onto the crease. But that is what you hope for. You hope for a 35 plus from both the openers in a very quick time, and that is what both these openers have absolutely delivered in a critical and must-win situation. If they go down here, they go out of the qualifiers. Nobody wants to go out of the qualifiers. Everyone is looking at this game very, very anxiously. Lot of combinations here. Let's play it in towards the mid-wicket region, and well stopped, well stopped. Not the best of the ball. Too short, too wide. Luckily, it can't be put away. You can see the reaction that he missed out. Certainly, we'll be feeling that. Skipper. That's much better. That's more like it. Looking for a finish there. Vicky being on 33 of 27. One shot away. Missed one more. But what happens? That curiosity of and that eagerness of getting towards that 35. Many of the batters have faulted on 34, 33, and also considered few dot balls in trying to just get that boundary. That's in the air. There's another chance coming the way. This is an easy chance. It's been taken down in the deep at long off region. Finally, I think Dr. Prasad Gode, the skipper, has taken the wicket of Vicky Nevgia, who has given a sizzling start with Sachin Bandale. So he goes back. Anyhow, he was one shot away. But a very good knock here given by Dr. Vicky Nevgi, and the platform that was hoped for the Avengers to chase this 175 has been laid. So Amod Borkar, the skipper, comes in. Is the skipper versus keeper. The battle of the captains at the moment. Yet to get out the mark, Amod Borkar, and this is absolutely fabulous over. And just concedes one runs and picks up a wicket here. Dr. Prasad Gode, the skipper of the Masters, will be very pleased with this beginning. 9 overs have been bowled here. Is 72 for the loss of 1. Sachin Bandare batting on 34 of 23. Amod Borkar just got off the mark last ball. So suddenly one good over has packed the bay back in for the Masters. Just one run and important wicket of Dr. Vicky Nevgi from the skipper of Masters. Picked away on the leg side. Amod Bolkar is busy on the wicket and he just looks for anything that is lapse in the fielding approach. Any mistakes he's going to pouch on. Always relies on single and double at the beginning of his innings. And he knows he has got good hitters later on. Especially when Vedant is there. Vedant can cover up this space and bridge the gap between the runs required and the ball remain. Has done it on most of the occasions and they will have high hopes. One shot away. Sachin Bandari fencing his chances in towards the leg side. That is where he has got bulk of the runs from. Very strong over there in the backward square leg and mid wicket region. What a fabulous inning so far. Accompanying the Doctor. Well bowled. Excellent bowling there. This is what I said. He's looking to hit the ball on the leg side. This is exactly the line and length you need to be bowling. We have not seen too many shots on the offside from Sachin Bandari. Just keep it on the wideish line. Another one. Will be looking to pick a couple of runs at least. And throw coming in at the right end. And that's very well done. Very well done. So just a single it is going to be for Sachin Bandari. And another batter has walked off. But I think he is walking off with his head high, as he has contributed very, very immensely by building a partnership, a strong platform with Dr. Vicky Nevgi. Some shots are around, but especially he was brutal on anything that is short and punished the bowlers, especially on the leg side in the square leg and mid-wicket region. Those two blooming sixes, that was the highlight. It went racing quickly and it was just excellent beginning that has been given here for the Avengers from Sachin Bandari. He will be very proud of himself as he walks back and job done well. So Siddhant Amodkar, a sudden surprise here for everyone. It's good bowling straight to the man in the backward point. Siddhant maybe just been sent here to just up the ante, play his shots instead of lower down. They fancy him against the spinners. Excellent bowling, squared him up. Lovely piece of bowling. It's been good today, Sudesh Prabhudasa. He has varied the pace and bowled perfectly against most of the batters. Even if you see the plan against Sachin, he was trying to keep the ball away from his reach, a wideish line of some. That's why he kept bounties away from most of the batters. It's been good today. Very impressive. Running down third man. Just another single. Well, do not mind the singles being taken, because that is what is going to creep up the asking run rate up and upward. 10 overs gone, 77 for 2. Ten overs. They scored 75. They need to score 77, and they need to score another 98 at 9.8 runs per over. He is going to be Amod Borkar. He is going to play the sheet anchor's role. Sheet anchor, in the sense, he has to get somewhere around 30-35 in around almost 125 to 130 strike rate. They got the batters to cover up overall with required to the asking run rate, but it's not going to be easy. We have seen Thunders going so strongly with just 3 wickets lost, 7 wickets in hand, but Royals bowled so well today. It's well stopped, very well stopped. You can see the intention. Purposely he's trying to float it outside the line, just around that guideline, and that's why he had to fetch the ball from outside the off stump. He's not getting that much of power. If you bowl him straight, it's just going to muscle it away. Tremendous power Siddhant Amonkar has. Clipped on the leg side, much more straighter. Looking for a couple of runs, but well fielded, very well fielded. Good throw from the deep. I think it's Dr. Sunny Kamath. That is what you require from the fielders. Little bit of help. Trying to cut on the angles and just keep it for singles instead of twos. Very good match. Just like the morning session, we witnessed. Super match it was. Well stopped. Well stopped. So 2 dot balls here so far. 1 to Amod Borkar and 1 to Siddhant Amonkar. That is the job here. What an amazing spell from Dr. Prasad Gode. He's very street smart. Well played. Very good man in the deep. A lot of part to cut, and goes for 4 runs. Goes for 4 runs. He has done a good job there. He came very hard. Tried with his foot, but still rose over 4 runs, and not happy. Dr. Prasad Gori, he knows that he has kept the things very quiet until the last ball. Gets the boundary somehow. Amod Borkar. And that's the end of over number 11, 83 for 2. So Dr. Satish Kamath. So another spinner has been used, but he's more sort of who doesn't turn the ball or rip the ball, is just going to bowl the length. Someone like Adit Prabhugaonkar pushes the ball on the offside for a single. Siddhant just buying his time before he will look to launch himself in the big way. So many that position is very important, key position in the deep extra cover. So they have decided it's a certain plan of bowling a wideish off stump line. It has worked well for them. Vikrant, Angad. This is in the air, opportunity, but falling short. Vikrant is a good fielder. He would have come hard. They got Dr. Sunny Kamath in the deep square leg region. They got Siddesh Prabhu Arvekar in the hot spot long off region. They got good fielders in the deep who has got good hands. We expect them to take the catches. They will not be afraid to give singles here to Dr. Satish Kamath, who is not one of the strongest bowling options, but he has picked up a lot of wickets because sometimes when the things are kept very quiet by his partners, other bowlers around like Dr. Prasad Gore, and many of the batters try to take advantage of him, and that is what you need to also do. You need to bowl well in those areas and let the batter take risk against you. That's where he has done a big appeal, big appeal. He felt that it was very, very close there from Dr. Satish Kamath because it has hit the back leg. The batter was trying to go for the shot across, the sweep shot. Was it close? Definitely going down the leg side. And he's straight back, he's stopped off his shoes. A good over here from Dr. Satish Kamath. Bowling slow in the air and just concedes 4 runs in his first. 12 overs gone, 87 for 2. $16 runs in the 3 overs that he has bowled. Very effective in the middle overs, and they feel that he's going to be handy on this surface. He doesn't provide pace. Bowls wicket to wicket. Dr. Satish Kamath, the co-owner, has also bowled an excellently good over so far. Dr. Prasad Gore, Sudesh Prabhu Desai bowled up with a plan. Excellent bowling. He's a good bowler. You can see hardly anything. Just if this is the length and this is the line, and it just needs to bowl 2 dot balls, 1 or 2 dot balls in every over, and then don't bowl the loose ball where boundary will be hit. If the batter wants, they can take the risk and go for the shots. Yeah, should be single. Don't bowl too short. Don't bowl too wide. No full tosses either. And you see things happening. Vedant certainly felt Vedant must have come up here. Vedant, or even for that matter Amlan, maybe thought about. Because when the asking run rate just goes up, asking run rate goes up about 10-11 runs per over, and you see Vedant coming in, he won't have any time to get himself set in. He has to go straight away for those boundaries and sixes. That's a wide, a definite wide. Just floated it outside. Went for that blooming try, but missed it altogether. And then yeah, it was wideish line. Got a very intense game. I must certainly see here what is coming. Amod just getting the singles here, just rotating the strike. He's just hoping for the big lift from one of his batters. Slowly and steadily, if this phase, last 3 or 4 overs, is something very tidy and disciplined bowling from the Masters. This is in the air. This is a big chance. And he was very slow to react there in the deep. Angad Panginkar, he didn't pick it up first, and he went really slowly, thinking that the ball is going to come to him. It was not timed by Siddhant Amonkar. They are taking the charge against Rasik Paikot. They have to. They cannot allow Rasik Paikot to set. That's in the air. That's more like it. That's straight in the hands and easily taken by Vikrant. Shot of power. Rasik comes. Rasik picks up the wicket of the big man, Siddhant Amonkar. Well, he tried the long on region, but just short of power and just short of distance. An easy catch by Vikrant Prabhu, who picks up the 3rd wicket. Rasik Paikot 93 for 3 after 13, and Masters have a time to reconcile. So 82 runs required in 42 balls. They need a big spike upwards here, and if anyone can give them the big spike is Vedant Naik. As his beginnings very much the essence, the necessity. Down the ground, the running between the wickets is going to be slightly better, but you can't take chances with someone as strong as Vikrant down the ground. The slower bowlers have done a good job. You see Rasik Palkhut not riding the pace. You see Dr. Satish Kamath, Prasad Ghode. After the power play overs are finished, they have cut down on the pace. They understand, they realize that it is these bowlers who are going to be handy. So Vedant will just see a couple of deliveries, and he knows that he has to accelerate. He has to get quick 35 in just maybe 18-20 balls, around 200 strike rate, and that will get the things back in control of the Avengers. There's shot there, waiting for the drive, and full extension of the arms over the covers, and a fantastic shot. This is what now Ahmed Borkar has to do. The shots need to be coming from both the ends, with the asking run rate just climbing up and up. So almost 200 runs per over at the beginning of this over. So they have to get somewhere close to at least 9-10. Another drive that was tried. There's going to be a single. Good throw from the deep. You can see the fielders also need to come charging towards the ball. Every small mistake will be seized upon. Excellent shot. Just stepping out, and creamy drive. Absolutely silky touch here from Vedant Naik. The captain dived over there, but the second boundary coming in that covers region, and the timing is so good. He hardly hit it too hard. That's what I said. Vedant is such a good form. They have really high hopes on him, and now Dr. Satish Kamath, 2 boundaries. Suddenly the first over just costing 4 runs, and this over costed 11 runs, because now the intent will be very much upbeat. 104. This is the pair for the Avengers. If they need to win, this is the pair that has to take the game deep. The single down the ground. Finishing of this over. So they've got runs, 12 runs of this over. End of over number 14 is 105 for the loss of 3. Ahmed Borkar is betting on 19 of 16, and Vedant is betting of 6 of 3. The 70 runs needed of the last 36 balls, almost close to 12 runs per over. So Vedant's one innings can get this asking run rate to somewhere around 8 to 9. That is the job for him, and he can certainly do so, because he has got 35s consistently in this season. Although the team has not won because they faltered in the run chase because of that lower middle order batters. So Rasik Palkhut. Bowled a good first over. So definitely Vikrant is going to come up to bowl those 2 overs. Maybe a couple of overs for Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar later on. This is in the air. This is a big chance. Vedant Naik it is. And he has gone over the top. That's 6 runs. I thought he has not middled it, but he has done it fine. It went high, it went long, and a maximum. That's how we got to start. And I said Vedanta is going to be the key here. 12 runs per over, and with so much of areas to score, scoring ability of Vedant Naik, high batting prowess. It's not that one area that he is good at. You can play the square cuts, you can play the cover drive, the on drives, the lofted shot, the slog shots, every shot in the book. Smacking, no chance for anyone. I say this is pure timing, class written all over the shot, and that's why I say this man is certainly in the form of his life, and he certainly can do it for the Avengers. 36 balls, 70 runs required, and now within 2 balls is 60 runs needed of 34, and Vedanta has moved on to 16 of just 5. Another one in the air. This time gets the single. He already got 11 runs of the first 3 balls, and that's dropped a lot of pressure on the captain. That is the impact of one quick innings in a match situation like this one. But I'm telling you, still a lot left in the game. That's in the air, flashy. Just trying to float it outside the line of off stump. The wicket is so true. You can play your shots. And even with this asking run rate around 12 runs per over, is still gettable. What a match in the morning. And once again, this is also turning out to be similar sort of match. Way outside the line, wide call. And now maybe they feel the urgency of getting their mainstay bowlers. We are in over number 15. Couple of overs left from Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. Couple left from Vikrant Prabhu. That's another wide. That's wide. He's not happy, but umpire has the right call there. I think maybe 1 over from Dr. Prasad Gode can just be tried. Cut away and goes for boundary. That is an excellent square cut. Standing tall and cutting away very sharply. That's why I say this wicket is such a wonderful one to bat. Vedant was always the key in this lineup, and he should have come really up the order. Even though he's come a little late, but he has got himself going straight away. No much time taken. Super batting this is. Raced on to 123 for 3. Expensive over. Gets a single. Smart batting. Might be looking for a couple as well in the deep. Yeah, very well done. Very well done there from Vikrant Prabhu. Just keeps them for a single. We can't take a risk at this stage. So if we see the situation, 15 overs gone, an expensive over from the Sikpoi Khod as Vedant cut loose over there. Avengers 124 for 3 in 15. 51 runs required in the last 30 balls. See the equation, how it changed drastically. 19 runs conceded by the Sikpoi Khod in the previous over just because Vedanta was in full flow. See how 1 over can make the difference. Suddenly from 12 runs per over, the asking run rate has come down to 10 runs per over. And now Dr. Prasad Gode is coming into bowl 1 over there. With change of pace, maybe we can see Vikrant and Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar later on, because now that phase is gone. That phase is gone of that medium pacers or the spinners. That's more like it. He's much better skilled bowler, and he's been bowling well today. I think he's the best bowler so far. If you see the entire camp, Dr. Prasad Gode, if he can bowl one more good over, he can be tried here for another over later on. That's in the air. That's clobbered. That's clobbered. Full toss ball and gone the distance. That's the mistake here from Dr. Prasad Gode. Can't bowl a full toss ball to Vedant Naik. .28. So from 28 he can go for one more. That makes it 34, and now another one from 34 makes it 40. Looks so easy, but you got to do it. What an innings this is, has changed everything on his head. It's such a mammoth innings, 28 of just 10 balls. That's in the air. He has not timed that ball well. Man in the deep should be taken. No, goes over. Goes over once again. Another 6. Dr. Prasad Gore. Well, nothing wrong, I can say, but the way he is batting at this stage, Vedant Naik, he's got the things very much in control here for his team now. What a high class batting performance, creating so much of impact. Powerful innings in this situation. No answers from the bowlers. Masters were on top of the game, and he come and absolutely derailed them here. Legend down the ground and stopping it. I understand that I can finish it off with a 6. Good presence of mind. 34 of just 12. What an innings that we witnessed from Vedant Naik. They might get a boundary. No, another ball, dot ball. So 2 dot balls in a row here. Vedant, I don't think so. That's the right thing here. It's 136. 39 more to get. Yes, in the air. This should be 6 runs or at least a boundary. Goes long. 6 runs. 3 sixes in this over, and that's why he was waiting for his chance. What a marvelous knock. What a marvelous knock here from Vedant Naik. And now, when you are looking at 12 runs per over, suddenly the asking run rate has gone down to 8 runs per over with just 1 innings. 1 innings has made the entire difference here in this game, and it is one man. This is Vedant Naik, who has just got his team into a winning position here. Super striking within no time. It's the quickest I feel anyone has got to 40 of just 14 balls. 142 he is the team total. 33 needed in the last 4 overs. Where is Amod Borkar batting? He is batting on 20. It's a lot of time left. Vedant has given a big chance here for Amod as well to have a good finish. Excellent run chase here. Masters will be thinking what has stung them. Is it a B? Definitely they were going so strong, so well. But you just can't blame the bowlers. Anyhow, Vedanta was in a tremendous touch this season, and they had hope for such a great innings. Is the fastest 40 from the best performing batter of the Avengers. What a situation. If they don't win here, they are out. Do or die situation, crunch situation, and he handles all the pressure, soaks the pressure in himself, and plays an absolute blinder. Absolute blinder this is. Now you can see from 36 balls they require 70, and now in 24 balls they need just 33. 37 runs have been scored in the last 2 overs. 37 from 12 balls. So it's a big difference that has been made. Clipped away, straight to the man. Providing the pace there. Slightly walking across the line. Amelon has been sent here. They lost 4 wickets. Amelon can bat well. Has done it again for the Masters. Playing spectacular innings. Winning the Player of the Match award with his all-round performance. So he's no mug with the bat. Yeah, the bowl it over there and bowl few dot balls, and also the change of plays, the slower off cutters, the slower leg cutters. That is what should be tried. He gets him there, knocked him over, trying to walk down, advancing down. He saw the intention, dragging in short, bowling close to his body, ricocheting onto the stumps, and that's the end of Amlin. Nothing much to show today, and just that dot ball piling up the pressure on him and trying to do something fancy. 5th wicket down, Amlin departs on duck. Run out opportunity, shied at the stump, nothing wrong from the bowler. Well, big chance has gone down there, but yeah, this sometimes you hit directly or you don't hit. Great game of cricket. Gopal Gauss has walked in. A great finisher that we have seen for the Avengers with the bat. Today he has been good with the bowling. He and Siddhant Amonkar were the top picks of Avengers camp. Otherwise, this total was looking good for 185. And he gets one more. What a fast bowling performance here from this boy. Vikrant Prabhu is doing no wrong today. He is absolutely magnificent in his batting, is so classy and coming into bowl the important over and knocked two over. Two batters who are known to hit big and get quick runs. Suddenly the complexion of the game has changed drastically. You feel the camp was very much chirpy of the Avengers. Suddenly 2 wickets. All that entire energy has gone and transpired into the Masters camp. What a turnaround here from the Masters, and it's been by one man. Is Vikrant Prabhu. 145 for 6. And Amod Borkar, what he'll be thinking over there. This is if the Masters win, is certainly going to be in contention for the player of the match, Vikrant Prabhu. Still, there is a lot way to go in this game. Chinmay Kurtharkar, the left-hander, looks to be a left-hander. He played in the Masters camp, just like Amlin. He was there in the Masters camp. Decent batter. The job is to give single to Amod Borkar, and that is what is not happening, because that length is very difficult length that he's bowling. Great Prabhu is the best today as an all-rounder. That's the best we have seen of Vikrant in season 11. That's why the Masters wanted him, because he's almost every time when he is there in the team, any team, he gives a full percent. Oh, that was also on the target, on the mark. He's speeding up, he's pacing up, and he's bowling in the right areas, troubling the Avengers batter. What a superb medium pace bowling from Vikrant Prabhu. That comes to an end. 17 overs gone. It's 145 for 6. 3 overs, 30 runs required with 4 wickets in hand. Still, the match is even Stevens, 50-50. Finally, we have come down to this total. Just last 3 overs remain. What will be the thinking of Amod Borkar? He has got 15 runs that he can score of himself. The problem is he has to score it at a pretty good strike rate as well. Not too fast, but they have lost 6 wickets. They have got a couple of batters still to come. Dr. Sagar Salgaonkar himself yet to come on the crease. Akhil Narkani is there. Brijesh Prabhu. It went very close. He's trying to whack the ball. Akhil, they are decent batters, no doubt about that. But in this situation, it's not going to be easy for any new batter to come and whack the ball because asking run rate is somewhere at 10 runs per over. There's the same situation we witnessed against the Thunders versus the Royals game. Amod Borkar. Extra cover region. Amod Borkar with back-to-back dot balls. Suddenly the asking run rate has shoot up almost close to 11-12 runs per over. 30 needed of the last 6. Amod on the crease. So 2 dot balls. What he is going to do next? Is trying to just bowl back of length outside. Another one. Has he timed it that well? No, the fielder in the deep. Looking for a run out, but easy to because that's a big part of the boundary. 2 runs taken. 28 of 15. You expect when the ball goes slightly away from the fielder in the deep. However, the good the fielders are, just 2 runs will be targeted here by the batter, especially Amod wants to come on strike. Slashing hard, runs for 4 runs, is it? Oh, brilliant effort, and still goes for 4 runs. He dived there, but getting the important boundary for the Avengers. Good effort there from Dr. Sunny Kamath, but can't stop the ball. Slightly a width was provided, slashing hard. We are having a wonderful finish here. 24 runs needed of 14. 24 of 14. Amod keeping his hopes alive and his team's hope alive of qualifying. What a captain's knock so far, but still the finish is far away. She'll be looking for a single. Amod is working hard. It is Angad Penginkar. He can't take a risk against his strong arm. A single it is going to be. So left-hander will come now on strike. 13 ball remain. 23 runs required. Counting ball by ball. Got to be careful with the line and length against the left-hander. Yeah, man in the deep. Backward point squarely almost towards the extra cover region, and man in the deep third man in the deep mid wicket region. No one in towards the fine. Let's see whether this is fielding is pretty good enough. Need to bowl a wideish off stump line with this field. Can't bowl it close to the batter there. Will he be going for the scoop shot? Sliced, and it's been missed. Missed by the short third man, and runs down for 4 runs. Tricky boundary. Dr. Satish Kamath tried hard, but just falling in front of him. And slashing hard. So finally, we have got a wonderful finish here on the cards. 156 for 6 in 18 overs. Amod Borkar is batting on 28 of 23 and 19 runs needed off the last 12 balls. 19 needed of 12. Vikrant Prabhu in his last over. As clobber down, but should be looking for a couple of runs in the deep. Slight fumble, looking for a run out. Direct hit on the cards. And 2 runs easily taken. That is what you expect at this stage. They are definitely going to put pressure on the fielders. Amod Borkar has moved on to 30 of 24. 17 needed of last 11. 17 of 11. Good over from Vikrant Prabhu. So far he has done nothing wrong. Just one good over. Masters will be back. Super ball. Super ball that was. He absolutely foxed him there. Foxed him there. Deceived. He was already into the shot. Very well this guy rolled his fingers over the ball with that off-cutter action. Missed the off stump by a whisker. Super delivery from Vikrant Prabhu. That's what you require. Just one brilliant shot from anyone. Amod is looking for a big finish with 10 runs in the 2 balls. Vikrant is not going to be easy one. Nice bowling. Right, full up there. Should be an easy run out. Yeah, easy run out on the cards there. We expected. Amod wanted the strike, and it is Shinmay was to sacrifice his wicket. The ball was in the hands of Dr. Prasad Godia. Good throw, 1 bounce, and the rest of the job has been done by Vikrant Prabhu. Was bowling so diligently today. Firepower in the bowling of Vikrant Prabhu. That's the 7th wicket down. Let's run out. Easy one. 7 wickets gone down. 159 for 7. 16 runs needed of 9 balls. Still the calculations here with 7 wickets down. Akhil Nadkarni coming in. Amod Borkar's finish is very important. He cannot finish with a boundary here, because that will give a slight edge to the Masters. What a scintillating game. Played in the covers. They have to dive. Yes, they are diving. They saved the boundary there. They don't mind here at this stage with a single conceded to Amod Borkar. Vikrant Prabhu, what a spell of fast bowling performance from Vikrant here. 2 wickets were 20 and 3.4 overs so far. 160, 15 runs needed of last 8. And if we can get a wicket here, it will be just icing on the cake. Lift away on the leg side. Is he looking for a couple of runs? And might be run out on the cards. And that's out. Looks to be out. There's one more, I feel. Amod Borkar, well, felt that maybe 2 runs on the cards. And Akhil knows that he's struggling there. That's 8 wicket down. Very good throw coming from the deep. We have to wait for the umpire's call. It's been referred on top, but the batter is hitting back. He knows what has happened there. Clean collection. And there's OUT gone. There's 2 run-outs here opted by the Masters camp. They are keeping their nerves very high as Akhil Nadkarni departs. 8 down. $161 for 8. Now 14 needed of 7 balls with Dr. Sagar Salgaonkar, the captain and the owner of this team, both together Hits it downtown. He'll be looking for another couple. Are they? Slight fumble. Pressure everyone. Just 2 runs taken here. So 163 for 8. 12 runs needed of the last 6 balls. But the equation is not so easy. Amod Borkar, if you can get 2 runs first and then a 6, that means 8 runs will be scored. And that is where the hope will come. They are 8 down. Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar charging in. Was the first dot ball. Amod tried to whack the ball over the park. Amod Borkar trying to get in need a 6. Anyone a boundary? I don't think so. They will be very happy. You never know. This is going to go down right the wire. Right down the wire. Yeah. Super match. Back to back. What a Sunday it has been for all the cricket lovers here at MCC. MCL season 11. He gets him. No, he has hurt him. But he's still going to work hard for that single run. He's trying to bludgeon that over the top. But missed it altogether. These fast bowlers are saving the day here for the Masters. Both Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar and Vikrant Prabhu. Now Dr. Sagal Salgaonkar. Can he get a boundary? Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar is going to bowl outright quick or change of pace. I reckon he's going to bowl outright pace. That's straight over the top. Good hit there in the air and has been taken. He didn't time the ball well. Good piece of catching here. He didn't sight on the first go. But what a good piece of comeback here from this side of Masters. When Vedant was batting, everything looked so good for the team. But they lost the plot after losing a couple of wickets. And now the time has come just to hit the ball hard and get the long distance shots, but it's not happened and it doesn't happen so easily. Dr. Sagal Salgaonkar tried hard with a shot down the ground, but he has given a catch straight in the hands. Here comes walking towards the crease number 11. Number 11 and 11 runs required. Number 11 is batting with 11 runs to get. The target is far away, looks to be at the moment. Amod Borkar has really played hard innings, fighting knock, but looks like it might just fall short here. Might just fall short because he can't even score a 6. If he scores a 6, it's all over. That's how the situation is. So the scoring has to be done. Scoring has to be done by this batter. How many balls are left? 3 balls are left. Imagine if it's a boundary and a single taken by the left-hander. And 6 runs are required of the last ball. And Amo strikes a big one. Are we going to have that memorable finish here in this MCL? Anything, any equation is possible in the game of cricket. Well, it looks like a fantasy here. The story what I just narrated. But you never know. Fantasies has transpired into reality many a times in the field of cricket. Is this going to be the last throw of the dice? Can we find a boundary here from this batter? Gitzell. Well, that's been stopped. That's an important stop here. That's an important stop. If this was a boundary, certainly there was a high hope of the last ball. Now it is 11 runs needed of the 2 and Gitzell is batting at number 11. Sensational comeback here from the Masters. Sheer grit that was shown by Vikrant Prabhu to come and knock those 2 wickets. I think those 2 wickets was the turning point. And fabulous. Yes, the Masters have done it. Their fast bowlers have given them one more victory here, and Avengers are going out of the qualifiers. Amod Borkar is already having his gloves off. He understands what has happened here. But this was an amazing game. What a knock from Vedant Naik. Just can't forget it. The quickest 40 that we have ever witnessed in this MCL season 11. One to relish, but it was not for the winning cause, and that's it all over. That's it all over here for the team of the Avengers. They are out, and Masters with 4 victories in 6 games, and they will fancy themselves beating the Stallions in the last. What a emphatic victory for the Masters. They were down under the mat when Vedant Naik was blazing them all away, hitting the ball out of the park. But they hung on tightly, got their outright medium pacers, and it was Vikrant Prabhu's heroics that 2 wickets was taken. One off. It was Amlan, and the very second ball, after a couple of deliveries, it was the wicket of Gopal Gavas, and that shook them and rocked the entire Avengers on the back foot. And they never came back after those 2 big blows. So happy and chirpy camp is of the Masters. The captain will be very pleased, Dr. Prasad Gore, as they are coming back strongly to defend a title. 4th victory here for this team, and really pulling off an amazing victory. Let's head back to the presentation ceremony with the smiling faces of the Masters. So let's head back down there. So, welcome everyone for the presentation ceremony here for the just now entertaining clash between the Avengers and the Masters. A good total of 175 put in by the Masters. Avengers came very close. Brilliant batting performance from most of the batters on both the camps. It was then a thin line that separated between the two. The finish didn't come up for the Avengers and they bow out of the qualifying. And Masters are with the fourth victory for themselves and hopes alive of making it to the qualifiers. Now may I invite the president of MCC, Shri Raghuveer Kukalkar, to be escorted by Vinay Samari here in the presentation arena as the guest for today's function. May I invite Amod Borkar here of Avengers. Well, Amod, first of all, 175 could have been chased. I think the fielding lapses just costed you a little bit in the game. Otherwise, you could have restricted them to 160, 165.
Yeah, fielding was poor today. So throughout the so we are out of the tournament. Throughout the series, I think we have played well, but we have played very poorly in patches. So that few 5-6 overs of bad patch, I think, cost us most of the games.
Yes, today is itself. If you are chasing 175, you are getting the strongest foundation, strongest platform by both the openers. And then coming in, Vedant Naik blazes away with the quickest 40 of just 14 balls. 33 needed of 24. It was your game.
It was our game, and I could not finish off. So it's actually I could not finish. So I should have finished the game.
I don't think so. It's not about you, but everything should have about the presence of mind. When you were betting there, other batters should have revolved around you. Especially, I thought that wicket of Vikrant over, when 2 wickets fell, that lost the momentum. And if even 6 or 7 runs had taken, you were still there. So that, I think, was just the thing that was not planned well.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, our batting has collapsed throughout. I mean, we expected someone at least to raise his hands, and so I cannot say anything, including myself. I think I failed. I think, but Vedant, the way Vedant played, and way Sachin and Vicky gave a start, I think Vedant had just that's the best he could do, and I feel so this that I could not live up to the expectation of my whole team, and it was completely my error. Even the run out, I feel it's my error. So I think I did poorly in this match, and our batting lower middle order, I think, should have batted a bit better in this tournament.
Yes, definitely that costed. Maybe middle order could have just sensed it that it was their game and just a casual approach from many of the batters. Hard luck, Amod Borkar, as you bow out of the qualifiers. One more match to go here for the Avengers. What do you like to say and sum up this entire scenario?
Firstly, congratulations to Masters, and mostly they are in a with a chance. And before that, I think I also want to say Avengers. I think we should not get too disheartened. As in, we have given our best. We have played better cricket for most part of the. If you consider the innings in all the matches, most part of the innings we have played well. It is just that the few 5-6 overs which matter, the crucial moments we have lost. We have lost crucial moments against Tigers, against Royals in the first game, the previous one Thunders, and here also I think crucial moment we have failed. But if you take the duration for a longer duration, we have played well. So I think we can still be a little happy about that. That's what I can say. But congratulations to all team and best of luck to all the teams.
Yes, life is always taking about positive. Take the positives out of this season and better luck next time around. Amod Borkar and the Avengers camp. Now may I invite the captain of the Masters, Dr. Prasad Godi, here for a chat. Doctor, fourth victory. Very proud of the boys because at one moment when Vedant was blowing all the bowlers apart and it was just screwing all the hopes of this entire team. And finally, sometimes that brilliance is required, and that was brought by Vikrant Prabhu.
Yeah, first of all, very heartily congratulations to Vedant for his brisk 40. It was a class act. Sixes were hit really smooth and clean. Credit to him. Vikrant, both batting and bowling performed for us. Great impact with the bat, great impact with the ball, along with Sidhu and Sunny in the batting. So it was a good game for us. Good victory. Looking ahead for the other group matches.
There was some lapses in the field, but overall, if you sum up, I think you should rate somewhere around 7 out of 10 to the fielding performance, because run out that was opted were also crucial. That was keeping Amod Borkar at the non-striker's end and also putting pressure on him, those two run outs, and it happened at the right time.
Yeah, the lapses in the field are common in our non-professional members leagues. We try to keep our nerves, but somehow those pressure movements, you have to hold on to the ball and release the ball without taking without taking much tension. Whatever said and done, we try to speak about it. We try to communicate with everybody. We just hope that things work out well in under pressure in the next matches.
Masters looked this game. I think you are getting better and better, just like the last season. Your combinations are working well, and you are instead of not in the winning position, somehow coming in the winning position and winning the games. That's more important. And next game against the Stallions, the last game, you are certainly the favorites in that particular game with combinations working right for you. And the chance of finishing first two is very important to be in the first or two position, because you are getting a chance to play the qualifiers for one.
That has been the ethos of the team. We try not to look at the opponent. We try not to look at the table because they just cause distractions. We try to focus on the game. Don't give up till the end of the 40 overs and be in the game, be in the present. Don't think about the future. Don't think about the past. Whatever has happened, errors have happened. Just forget about it and move ahead. Be in the present. That's the priority which we think. Uh, the table is wide open. We know this year it has been really competitive, and even despite winning the next match, we could be in a dicey situation. We are not thinking much about it. We are just thinking about playing and giving our best in the next match, not thinking even about the opponents. Let's hope for the best.
Thank you, Doctor. This is a very competitive environment this season, very tough matches for most of the teams, and it's going really close. Now it's time to announce player of the match, and I think the sheer moment of brilliance that happened in the bowling, as well as classy batting performance. It was only one man. It was Vikrant Prabhu with his brilliant show with the bat and with the ball. First coming with the bat and scoring up that 38 runs, and coming and chipping with two important wickets. So we'd like to share it with Dr. Sunny Kamath. Requesting Dr. Sunny Kamath to kindly come up, please. He's also batted really well, Dr. Sunny Kamath, up the order, getting crucial runs. He looked the best. In fact, both of them looking very good and strengthening the middle order of the Masters. Yes, let's have a chat with both of you. Let's have a chat with both of them. Yes. First time I'm having a chat with both of the winners, Dr. Sunny and Vikrant, where it's very important to have a handy contribution. Dr. Sunny, I will ask you the first question just because the timing is so beautiful this season compared to all the past editions, all the past matches which I witnessed, and it's getting better and better. And you're timing the ball as well as keeping that pace, momentum for your team, and always handy when the team is ending in the victory.
Yes, definitely. I have put in a lot of hard work to do such kind of batting, and to so that I can contribute something from my side for the victory of our team. And definitely, yes, our team is playing excellent, and we are bonding very well, and that's why probably we are able to come up from a losing position to the winning position, from the 7th on the table to almost 3rd on the table. It's all because of the hard work.
And now you're on the 2nd on the table. Yeah, it's the 3rd on the table. And now you're talking about Vikrant Prabhu. Vikrant, I thought when you were playing the first part of the innings, the ball was not coming that well, which I guessed. But later part, last 20 runs, I think it was absolutely gorgeous. And you are getting the old Vikrant back. And how was the feeling overall when the timing was getting better, just like the last season?
What to say? I would say I am doing the drills well, and that's the only part which has been catering here. And honestly speaking, the pitch is really good. we just get onto the merit of the ball and hit it. That's the only goal which we have while playing cricket here.
And when the situation, when you were asked to bowl 33 needed of 24 with more than 6 wickets in hand, the situation was totally in control of the opposition camp. What was the thing in the mind? To bowl outright fast, or what was the thing? Because it was difficult situation for the Masters. You come and bowl a brilliant over, and that absolutely you pended this game in towards your favor.
Again, there is a lot of luck which is involved because I was just bowling stump to stump line, and both the wickets were off bowled. And honestly speaking, Vedant took the match away from us because it was approximately 13 per over required when he was in to bat. But when I came to bowl, it was 33, and it is blessing in disguise that he was not there on the crease. Otherwise, it would have been a different situation altogether.
But still, it was their game, and when you contribute like this with the bat, with the ball, the confidence level goes up of the team management, the captain, as well as yourself. And because you are picking up at the right time, you yourself personally, as well as the entire team, picking up the right time. That's important in when you make it into qualifiers.
Very true. Hats off to the team, the kind of contribution they are putting, the kind of practice they are doing. So it's entirely the team bonding too. This is the second year with the Masters, and we have been doing fairly well. Only one match to go to qualify to the qualifiers. So honestly speaking, this is a good team, balanced team, doing everything well.
Well, it's time to call for the celebrations tonight. Congratulations, Vikrant and Dr. Sunny Kamath for the joint Man of the Match award for both of them. And it's bye from Harish Kakodkar. Two outstanding matches, very close, very thrilling, and very chilling for most of the